Deborah Thompson. I've been teaching for 4 years. This is my 4th year teaching. I did my first 3 years in kindergarten. This is my first year in 3rd grade. The dispositions I possess that I believe help make me a successful teacher are 7 of the 10. Fairness, reflection, respect for all, high expectations, fairness, I think I said that one already, dedication, and advocacy. High expectations, I have high expectations for all of my students. While the expectations look different from student to student, the expectations are high because I do believe that all of my students can learn, whether it's at their different fashions or at a different pace, but I do believe that they all can learn. I have respect for all. I encourage different cultures to be shared and celebrated in my classroom, and I show that through the different types of lessons and encourage my students to share and teach their classmates their different cultures and how things are celebrated within their homes. I encourage honesty within my classroom as well as within my grade level, and I put that out in hopes that it's returned back to me throughout my interaction with my colleagues. I show fairness when collaborating with my colleagues. I encourage my students to be fair with one another, and I model that when I interact with them because I know that my students are watching me when I interact with their classmates, and I know that they're going to model my behavior, so I'm sure to show compassion when I am interacting with my students because it's important for them to understand that I am compassionate towards the things that are going on with them, both inside and outside of the classroom. So it's important that I show that and encourage my other students to do the same thing because it's important for my students to feel safe to make the mistakes that they need to make within the classroom in order to learn. Definitely dedicated to what I do, and I show that by always looking for ways to improve, looking for ways to improve the lesson, improve engagement, so that my students are always learning in different ways and they're engaged, moving around the classroom, engaged in conversation, and I try to ensure that they're doing most of the talking in the classroom and their discourses with them and not always just with me. The 2 dispositions that I think that I could improve on: professional conduct. And when I say professional conduct, that's because I have to understand that everyone's professional conduct is not going to be the same as mine all the time. And I have to understand that it's not personally against me. It's not about me. And I think as a new teacher, my professional conduct is challenged often. And I have to understand that I shouldn't allow someone else's professional conduct to waver or alter my professional conduct, that I should continue to do what I'm supposed to do and what I know is correct. Another thing that I think I could work on is the curiosity of my students. I do differentiate within my classroom, but I think that I would like to improve on challenging students within my classroom that are above grade level. That's something that is always challenging for me to do, and I will always look for ways to improve that within my classroom. And I think that a professional teacher should dress appropriate, clean, and be the teacher that they needed when they were in school.